So that's the US perspective. What about business in South Africa? What does it want from this meeting? Let's talk to Busisiwe Muvaso, who's the Chief Executive of the Business Leadership South Africa. Its members include South Africa's biggest companies and big international firms that have got a presence in the country. Busi, good to have you here. And, Erin just laying out there what those talks might focus on. But just talk to me, first of all, about the importance of that relationship between South Africa and the US.
Very important relationship from where we sit as the business community in South Africa. And we are, of course, very worried as the business community at the potential loss of the U.S. as a trade partner. The U.S. is a crucial partner for South Africa, and it currently ranks as our second largest export destination and fourth largest import partner. In 2023, exports to the U.S. contributed about 2.2% to South Africa's GDP, and this trade supports about 426,000 jobs in South Africa, as per the numbers that came out from the fourth quarter. I mean, if you understand the South African context, you will know that we're currently sitting with 43% unemployment in terms of the expanded definition. You have more people that are unemployed than those that are employed in all the provinces except for two. We've got 9 provinces, 7 out of the 2 sit with a high unemployment rate, or more people that are unemployed than those that are employed. You have approximately 600 US companies that are operating in South Africa, many of which utilize the country as a base for broader regional operations. The total stock of US investment in South Africa is valued at about 7.5 billion US dollars, which underscores the importance of this economic relationship. So we cannot afford to lose those critical investments and the jobs that they create in South Africa. So South Africa Inc. has much to lose and little to gain from further strain in the bilateral diplomatic relationship. US-based firms are a significant source of foreign direct investment in South Africa, and disruptions to which would have very negative socio-economic impact on South Africa.
Yeah, and that really clearly explains why the South African president, before making this visit to Washington, said whether we like it or not, we're joined at the hip. We need to be talking to them. And that's the point. Whether, South Africa likes it or not, this is an economic relationship that, if those 30% tariff levels are imposed, would be disastrous for those exports that South Africa relies on selling to the US.
It definitely would be disastrous. So for us, what success would look like, at the end of this engagement is hopefully the stay of execution of the 10% tariff. We know that we currently have the 30% tariff that has been paused for 90 days. And when that time comes to an end at the end of June, we would not want that tariff to be reimposed. Secondly, we understand that we may lose AGOA, but I think success would be at least to get reprieve for the automotive industry, for the agri-industry, because those two industries are heavily reliant on AGOA. And we are worried that it might just mean, the decimation of those sectors, if, the high tariffs are actually going to be reimposed, and I think that is actually very important for us. I think thirdly, we would like to see from this engagement with President Trump that at least there is a de-escalation of the tensions between the relations of US and SA. We are hoping that there's not going to be any more executive orders that are going to come our way as a country. And we are really hoping, that at least if we can get success and I think positive engagements on those 3, that is what success is actually going to look like for us in as far as those engagements there today are concerned.
Busi, really good to get your insight on this. We'll check in with you again once we have further details about how fruitful or not maybe those meetings and those talks have been. But Busisiwe Muvaso there at the Business Leadership South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.